spiriting my senses away. Foggy glimpses of the boy I used to be, preyed upon by the lowest of society.
Hello and welcome back to the Big Boy Literature Club podcast. Today I have a special present for all you lovely listeners out there. I have brought some of my friends onto this podcast. So today we have Cole.
That is me. I am one of those friends.
We have Danny.
Yo.
And we have Jamil.
Yes, sir.
So I think we should start off with Danny. Danny, what did you bring to the table today?
I brought us a novel that explicitly demonstrates excellent madness.
Ooh, okay.
It is by the horror novelist H.P. Lovecraft, an early 20th century paranoid xenophobe who has a tendency to write about existential horror. And in doing so, he has created probably one of the greatest examples of literary madness, The Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. I know. I've heard a little bit about Cthulhu. I don't know a lot about him. What exactly is Cthulhu?
Well, he's sort of an elder god deity thing created by Lovecraft in his whole mythos. He has a tendency to create things like this that are just maddening to look at or think about. Would you like me to describe physical appearance?
Isn't Cthulhu like the giant squid-looking thing?
Yep, part octopus, part dragon, part man. It is as crazy and ridiculous as it sounds.
So not squid, octopus.
Yeah, it's octopus.
Is that the same amount of tentacles?
Gotta know your cephalopods.
All right.
So what's the difference between this and the Kraken?
Well, the Kraken is essentially more relegated to a giant cephalopod, like you said, squid, octopus, whatever that is. Whereas Cthulhu is more of a deity of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah, he is essentially capable of causing madness on sight, is essentially a giant murder machine, as was detailed with his encounters with the sailors who accidentally stumbled onto his island home, which was rather a massacre with only 2 survivors, one of which went mad, and the other which was pretty much scarred for life.
Well, on that note of sailors, Jamil, how about you talk to us about the thing that you brought to the table?
So I brought with me an example of a show, which is The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Oh, I love that show.
It was a pretty interesting show, but it's a prime example of madness because half the time I was watching, I had no idea what was really going on, actually.
I didn't either.
On the exterior, Flapjack seemed like a simple show, with our main characters, Flapjack and Captain Knuckles, being known as candy pirates, a common occupation in the Flapjack universe.
Yeah, I remember one explicit thing from that show, and that being the art style being so weird and detailed on especially whenever you do the close-ups on some of the faces.
Yeah,
I always thought that was weird.
A lot of the times they would have zoom-ins on characters' face, and they would make it a lot more grotesque than your average cartoon, especially on Cartoon Network at the time.
That was mad gross.
Yeah, that was something that haunted my
That's the
nightmares.
only thing I've seen of that show,
Yeah.
and that's all I want to see.
Although this show seems benign in some instances, its progression shows an increasingly odd representation of Flapjack and Knuckles as they adventure to find the legendary Candied Island.
So do you think it's okay? So they're pirates, right? I kind of wonder, do they have a pirate ship? I can't remember. Didn't they live in the whale, right?
Yeah, they actually did live in a whale, which was another aspect that made it somewhat of an odd show.
Oh, whale, Cthulhu, it all comes together.
It's all ocean themed.
But something that was also interesting was they had an almost near obsession with candy, and it sort of devolved into something that could have been seen as symbolism, potentially for how an individual's goals can become sour with age to the point where they become insane.
Yeah, I did remember that. There was a lot of times where didn't they have the tavern that was also candy too?
Mm-hmm. Everything in the town was candy related, and everybody was nearly obsessed with candy.
Yeah, I remember that. Man, candy is pretty sweet. Speaking of sweet stuff, how about we go to our last segment? This song in the background's actually been it's pretty nice, I will say. So how about we have Cole tell us a little bit about this song?
Yeah, so it may sound sweet on the outside, just listening to it in the background. But once you actually dive deep into the song, it's actually something quite maddening, which is very fitting, thank God. So fun fact, the song is actually stemmed from a creepypasta of Jeff the Killer.
Ooh, I know that one.
But good, everybody should, because it's probably one of the most infamous creepypastas ever. And now there's a song of it, which perfectly fits into madness. So if we're looking past the origins and just at it at face value, the song is about someone being broken down, being bullied, being crushed by the world and the people around them until they are just they're trapped inside their mind, as they say, like a prison of the mind, and they go mad. So there are different lines in the songs that reference this, such as bullied and mocked, go on mock me, say I'm insane, preyed upon by the lowest of society, ripping through the last shreds of my humanity, which is like humanity is the thing that keeps us sane, and once that's gone, all bets are off. People do what they want. It's humanity that keeps us in line. And then, see, there's so many different lines referencing about the life that they had before, which means that they didn't start like this. They were made into this. And so then, if we wanted to look deeper, we didn't even have to look at the lyrics. We could just play the audio. So even the beat of it is up-tempo. It makes you anxious. It makes you on your feet. It gets your heart racing, too, because your heartbeat actually mimics the tempo of the songs that you listen to. Another fun fact. And then if we listen to the tone of it, of the singer during the song, it jumps up and down constantly, like it's battling back and forth between inside the music itself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the tempo, there's the beat, there's the tone, there's the words, which then finish the whole thing off.
Yeah, I do think this song is honestly interesting. I thought it was like great background music, but wow, it actually has a little bit deeper of a meaning. I think here, actually, I'm just gonna end it there, and I'm gonna end it with this great song. The song will be in the description. Feel free to check it out below.
Not as much as I've heard it. I listened to it for an hour.
Cole knows it front.
Do you just want to sing it for us?
Oh, I don't think I'm up to that task. I think I'd ruin it. I don't think I'd do it justice.
Well, that's perfectly fine. I will see you guys.
Demanding your conformity, pushing limits. Things are gonna get real ugly, ripping through the last shreds of my youth.